We have sent particulars of the instruction given in the school to all the people nearby, and we think that there should be a great improvement irrespective of your opinion. We shall go on with the project as we think it should be productive of much advantage to prospective members. Without being prejudiced, we think that the performance is rather dangerous to the public and to the performer himself. According to our information, it is very expensive to manufacture and an immediate abandonment of the project is expected. I am informed that the principal has a great and enthusiastic interest in the electricity and all things electrical. The organizer is without the usual certificate, and it is therefore most irregular for him to represent the members. The arbitrator is an Englishman and is universally acknowledged to be a most intelligent and responsible individual. Notwithstanding the misfortune of the destruction of our English establishment, we have nevertheless greatly enlarged our production during the year. Be sure to have the insurance representative inspect the building. We are sure there will be several special subjects which should interest you. The certificates have been inscribed and are to be sent to your school immediately. It is our belief that we have a much larger school this year. We are largely a school of language instruction. Those gentlemen are from the United States government. Do you think you could speak on the 1st of November? The insurance inspection is to be in January or February. Can you inform them with respect to the insurance? I thank you for the particulars which you sent to me, but I think that I ought to tell you that I am of the opinion that most of the things are much too dear. We cannot organize the school because of financial difficulties. The doctor remarked that there was no immediate danger, but that nevertheless neglect of your cold would be dangerous. We have a prospect who is interested in your building. It is his wish to have us represent him. Our income this year is insufficient to do any building, nor do we expect any improvement till next November. It is very important that we should have all the particulars within an hour. We are surprised that several of the things which we sent to the writer are unsatisfactory. You are responsible for this balance, and we expect to have it in our hands on January 1st. As our representative, we shall expect you to call on them and tell them that we cannot deliver because the information given to the Republican organizers was insufficient. It was impossible to organize an amalgamation. The representative of the ratepayers sent several certificates to the influential parliamentary organizer. We are much interested in commercial advertising. Are you thinking of giving anything towards the inscription? It was very inconvenient for them to come to you yesterday. That gentleman's income would equal all of our incomes put together. The doctor thought he has a large income, is nevertheless in great financial difficulty. The school buildings are dangerous and should be inspected by a capable architect. Mr. Young is to give a public demonstration in the school building. Mr. Young is to give an electrical demonstration at electricity buildings. The important executive appointments in this undertaking are given to those who are capable and enthusiastic. Expediency cannot be sufficient justification for this publication. Several architects have given their independent opinions on the defective buildings. The important executive appointments in this undertaking are given to those who are capable and enthusiastic. Have you any wish to go to this expensive entertainment? Several things we publish go to government organizations and public schools. It is therefore very important, because of this significant influence, that they should think first and practice care to publish what is remarkable and of significance, rather than to their commercial and financial advantage. My doctor takes a special interest in eyes and in improving prospects of people who have short sight. In the circumstances, it is no surprise that his practice is large and his prospects very remarkable. The English weather can be very cold, especially from November to January or February of each year. Individual opinions will all be different, but any general description will be of interest in representing the truth. They have to guard rates of exchange and rates of interest generally, especially mortgage interest, and they have to organize the financial and commercial information which is published and understood, and be familiar with the trade in gold. As we have descriptions, they will not be at liberty to put these things on the market without much inconvenience, and as the objects are familiar to you and to ourselves, the gold trade will give no certificate for them. He has great influence with the government in particular, and they have no objection to this rather individual opinions and unusual principles. It is true that he does have a great opinion of himself, but who are we to object? Most important. Dear sirs, we have been prompted to address you by our experience of the last 2 years, during which interval our illustrated catalogue has met with universal appreciation throughout the country. This catalogue was issued by us last year, and the prices were specially reduced to defy the keen competition going on in the market then. Incidentally, just after its publication, there occurred a heavy rise in the customs duty and a great depreciation in the value of pound sterling, the two great factors which forced all Indian firms to raise their prices appreciably. But being in possession of a big stock of previous years, and with a firm determination to stand out the present day keener competition, we decided to adhere the same catalogue. You will be glad to know that we supply the articles at lower prices without the sacrifice in quality, as is being done by some other firms, and on the other hand, a general improvement has been effected all over. Need we mention that it is our ambition to win and maintain at all costs our reputation, which we have established by our long and continuous service for the last 30 years. We do not think that after the issue of this catalogue, any firm in India or abroad would dare to quote still lower prices for good quality apparatus, but in spite of this we are quite prepared to meet even the lowest estimates submitted by any other firm in the line. We shall also be responsible for breakage, shortage, or any discrepancy whatsoever. We may in this connection inform you that some of our kind patrons are misguided by petty firms about the comparatively longer distance from our place. but we beg to assure them that by virtue of our vast experience, our special resources, and the huge stock at our disposal, our prices will still be found more favorable. We hope you will avail yourself of our services and will favor us with your esteemed orders and enquiries, which will receive your most prompt and best attention as in the past. Thanking you for your kind patronage, we remain yours faithfully.